Hello everyone and welcome to another episode of the McGonagall Boxing Podcast. We are back. We've been away, but it's great to be back and firing on all cylinders again. Usyk Chisora, we're obviously a week past the event. The dust has settled, the reviews, the analysis has been told by so many. I want to give you mine. So I was surprised to hear, well, not David Haye, because obviously he's in Camp Chisora, but, the so-called Sky Sport experts, Tony Bellew, Johnny Nelson, Dave Caldwell, saying they thought Chisora might have got a draw or even nicked it. I don't know what fight they are watching. Yes, Chisora started well. You could give him the first 2 rounds. That was it for me until Usyk broke his hand, and credit Chisora, he stuck in there, and you'd say you'd give him maybe rounds 10 if you're feeling generous, 11, but he won no more than 4 rounds in that fight, and he very, very nearly got stopped, didn't he, in round 7, round 8 and round 9. He showed immense heart, and obviously the fact that Usyk broke his hand, he kind of coasted in the last 3 rounds. Otherwise, I think he would have stopped Chisora like I predicted. It was just levels, wasn't it? Chisora had one chance. He had to bum rush him. He had to get in his face, which he did do, right up close. Don't let Usyk box and he breathe at all, and try and knock him out early, like he did. In his previous fights with Spilka and David Price. However, Usyk's class for a reason. He adapted. He looked shell-shocked after the first round, didn't he? But he adapted. He realised to what Chisora was trying to do, and he started to evade punches and move out of the way. He also started to make sure he wasn't leaning on the ropes to let Chisora tee off at him. So he adapted quickly, and after round 2, his footwork started to come into play. Chisora was chasing shadows, started to tire, and he was just eating up punches. Now, that's not to say Usyk is the same fighter at heavyweight that he's at cruiser. I don't think he is. I don't think he carries the weight well. He looked a bit fleshy to me. All these people saying he's ripped. I don't know what that planet they're on, but he didn't. He looked fleshy. He looks considerably slower at heavyweight, but a slow version of Usyk is still way too quick for the likes of Chisora, who's like a snail in comparison. But when Usyk steps up in class against the likes of younger, fresher Joshua and Fury, he's going to get caught and he's going to get hurt. He's not hard to punch at heavyweight. Chisora showed that in the first couple of rounds. The big difference is when you get a puncher like a Wilder or a Joshua, they're going to knock you out. Chisora hasn't got that concussive power that AJ or Wilder's got, and even Fury's got now. So Usyk, I cannot see becoming world champion, but obviously he's earned his WBO shot and he deserves it against Joshua, and credit to him. If I was him, I'd be smart. I'd give myself at least 1 or 2 fights before taking on the world champion. He's still got a lot to learn at heavyweight, and he needs to grow into this weight. He doesn't look natural at 15.5 stone. And that's going to take time. His body needs to adjust. So rushing into AJ, I can't understand it personally, but he's 33. He probably thinking, I want to be out the game by 35, 36. I've got to get a move on. So, I can see both coins, and I can see why Usyk would want to chase it, but too soon for me. He needs a few more fights at heavyweight, but credit to him. I had it, like I say, 8-4 Usyk. Just a shame that David Haye and co were completely biased, basically saying that Chisora won that fight. He didn't win that in a million years. And at least credit Dave Caldwell. A few days after, he came on to Boxing Social and admitted, sorry, I got it wrong. My emotions got caught up, and Usyk clearly won that fight. He just dominated, didn't he, from round 4 onwards, really. And that was that. Class told, and he had Chisora chasing shadows and getting more and more tired. It's going to be exciting times for the heavyweights, but I cannot see Usyk becoming world heavyweight champion. I don't think he beats Fury. I don't think he beats Joshua, and I don't think even he beats Wilder. I think he gets hit, hurt, and knocked out against them 3 guys. He's not the same fighter. He's still a good fighter, don't get me wrong, but a cruiserweight, he was elite, he was the best. A heavyweight, he simply isn't.